what's going on and show you guys. Here's everybody. They're smart gators. These guys can do calculus too. It's really amazing.
What? What the?
Let's go see what they're doing. Check on these guys. Let's make sure everyone's okay. Very good. Oh, there she is. Let me get a man. Whoa, sorry, girl. I think I'm tapping out. Oh man, guys, what's going on? Holy smokes. Crazy morning here at the camp. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. It is extremely cold. I went into the low 50s, which for us is extremely cold. But what's more scary this morning is the fact that I woke up at 5 a.m., I checked my animals, made my bowl of oatmeal, and Sophia comes out of her room in a panic at 5 in the morning saying that she smells something funny. So I wind up going in there and I smell it too. It was like really, really bad smell. And let me show you what it was. Look at this. This is the outlet. It's an old outlet and it was burning. And I lost power. Obviously, I had to shut power off, and that meant that there's no heat for the animals, for the giant tortoises, and the pond isn't working as well. So I'm stressing out, like, what do I do? Call my father-in-law. He can't get over here until later in the day. Go ahead and throw up something on Facebook, and I am quickly reminded that all my BMX friends have other talents. And my buddy Josh is here saving the day. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
So Josh is saving me here. I had the firemen here. We cut open this to make sure that there was no heat or anything burning behind the wall. So yeah, basically just some old wiring, right? Like just not done properly.
Yeah, or loose connections or anything, but good thing that the outlet did its job.
It burned up. So then we went down the line because I thought I had fixed it, but it wasn't working. So obviously I called Josh because I had to get this heat back on. And look what we found. Josh found this. The next outlet in the series was melting, man. So this is crazy. I just wanted to do this video because obviously definitely check your outlets and don't overload circuits and things like that. But if you have old outlets, it's good to replace them. These were the original outlets. This house was built in 1998. So homes back then didn't have the same demands with electricity as they do nowadays with kids having TVs and charging phones and games and all that stuff. I would imagine it causes more of a draw on the electricity. The other thing I'm going to have Josh look at is my actual panel. I think it's time we upgrade my electrical service because I'm with the winter time when I'm dealing with the animals. Josh, I'll be back, bro. I'm gonna go outside. Anyway, I'll let Josh do his thing. But yeah, the crazy thing is, guys, is that with this weather, I think I'm tapping out on my electrical service. So I've got to pony up the dough, and I'm gonna have Josh look at my breaker, my panel. We got to bring in more heat, more electricity to properly run this stuff. So we have to fix this outlet here and make sure we get power so we can get the pumps running again. But yeah, it was crazy, dude. We almost had a fire here at the camp. There was smoke, burning smell. I just wanted to be safe and make sure that I called the fire department because they have special tools. I had of course I had my temp gun and I wasn't getting a reading that was alarming. Actually, when I first put the temp gun down, or when I first read the outlet, it was reading 260 degrees. So that's insane. But it was going down. The problem is sometimes the wire can overload and burn in the wall. So I wanted to make sure things are okay. But right now we're just gonna have a look, check on these guys. They're nice and warm. They're the cherry heads. You know, it was finally cold enough that I had to really put animals away. So we put the radiateds, Cersei and the other Aldabras, Timmy and Boba, they're away. I can't really keep the large galops in. I'm not really worried about them. They hold on to heat more because they're a larger bodied animal. But let's go over here and we got to just check on Cersei. I actually got the twist neck turtles out. Let's go see what they're doing. Let's make sure everyone's okay in here. This is insulated, nice and warm. Feels good in here. Okay, there's Cersei, and there's Boba. And then I put some redfoots away here. The redfoots. We've got these guys. They look like they're okay. These twist necks. Very good. These guys are from South America, so you know they're not going to be used to cold weather. All right, so that's good. It's just super stressful when the weather gets like this. Even more stressful when you almost burn your house down. Super sketch. So the other thing I did when it was cold last night is I made sure that the fly river turtles that we have in these tubs, I made sure that I was just overflowing the water. We also have a heater in there, okay, to keep the water at a comfortable level, or temperature rather. And what I like about these tubs, yeah, there's a fly river right there. What I like about these tubs is that they're big enough that these animals can be happy in, but they're also small enough that I'm able to carefully heat the water. The black throats are inside there. We throw a little cover over them with a heating pad to make sure that they're happy and safe and warm. I also am running hose water through some of the other aquatic setups. I know that we've got Guapo and Lola over here. I'm not going to let them out, but we'll go check them. There they are. Okay, feeling good. There's my little Lola. I'm going to shut this door because I don't want them coming out. I want to keep them in today because it's really not warming up to a place where it's going to be good. Now here's a problem. Look at this. So inside here is my female blue iguana. She's down that hole, but I'm not worried about her. I plugged the hole. It goes into the ground. That's going to keep her insulated, so I know that it's not going to get to a temperature that's lethal for her. So that's good news. Colin has got a heater. He's okay. Man, just so much drama. Looks like one of the rhinos came out. Let's see. I didn't lock them in. Let's go see. They're okay, and they're smart. Some of the animals I find are really smart about going back into their heated shelters. The rhino iguanas are one of those animals. Some tortoises are smart, but some are not. They just don't go back into their shelters. The radiateds never go back into their shelters on their own, so I always have to manually put them in, which is time consuming. It's a lot of work, but it has to be done on these nights. It's going to get colder tonight, which is why I was stressing out about having this kind of problem, keeping the electricity going. So just a weird thing happens, but it's so awesome when you have friends that can come over the drop of a hat. And it's just really thankful for that. Let's go over here, guys. Let's see how Lucifer's doing. Oh, there's one of our redfoots. Okay. There's Louie. He's looking okay. This water, you can just feel is warm. I just dumped the hose into here and let it flow right down. And that's keeping the smooth front, the fish, all these cichlids, the Amazon turtles, and of course Marge, she would be able to take the cold because she's a Florida snapper. But those twist neck turtles, they live on land, and I was just concerned about them, so I pulled them in. Okay. So that's good news. I'm glad to see that those guys are doing okay. Let's keep it moving, friends. Keep it moving. This is something. All right, here we go. In some ways, having a cold day like this, where I don't have to manage the animals other than just have a little checkup on them, it's kind of good because it allows me to do some things that need to be done. And I'll be showing you something in another video about some modifications I'm making to the large pond. Okay, let's have a look at our girl. Looks like she's been up there digging. Look at this. Inky is such a character. Inky has been up digging on that philodendron plant. Let's just make sure she's not out, because she can walk out when she wants. Okay, so she's been up in here. She's actually climbed up there, dug, made a mess of her water. I can go ahead and clean that, but let's open this up and see what she's doing. Where is our inks? Inky. Okay, look, she's under the heating pad. So you know she's happy in there. Let's be careful. We got these darn ants. These ants are a pain in the neck. Let's see. Oh, there she is. There's Inky. All right, I don't want to deal with these ants, but that's a nice warm area for her, so that's working well. And I'm glad I got that done in a speedy amount of time because we just got cold. And it's not even December. It's just about December. I had to wrestle in the croc monitors. The male didn't go in. Slinky's been good about going into his heated shelter. He might be out now because it has warmed up. It's about, like I said, 65 right now. But Slinky will hear my voice and that's when he comes out. But I did see our friend over here. Yeah, she's out. It's our girl Lulu. Let's go see her. She must have come out this morning, which is okay because I know that all night long she was taken care of in that heated box that we have. Let's go see Lulu. Now I was gonna, find Lulu another home, but I decided to keep her because we're gonna get a male. Whoa, sorry girl. We're gonna get a male. Now she's upset at me because yesterday I had to grab her to get her down in here. She's not happy with me at all. And that's a bummer. And that's the one thing that sucks about this time of year because I have to put hands on the animals when they're starting to really understand me and get comfortable with me. And I tried luring them in with food, but she wasn't taking the bait. So she goes in this box, it's heated, and so be it. Oh, I hate when the animals are upset with me because it's such a bummer. All right, but I'll tell you what, I think it is supposed to get into the low 70s today. So for some of the animals that can come out, I'll allow them to come out. And then I have to do the same thing I did last night. Get them back in, make sure they're hunkered down, get the water running, heat up that water with the well. I've said this so many times. If you've been following the channel for many years, you know this is a ritual this time of year. And it's something that's just got to be done. So the water comes out of the well here in South Florida at 72 degrees, which is very comfortable. Look at this, right in the sun, the female. So believe it or not, if I were to shoot a temp gun on her, she would probably be in the high 70s, her body. So there she is right now doing her thing. So we'll let her do that, no problem. And then what's going on? I hear a little bit of a ruckus over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, how's it going, bro? Good. Yeah? All done on the inside? Mm-hmm. Thank God. I was fumbling around. Like, I know how to change an outlet, but then what's funny is when you have somebody that actually understands the workings of electricity and how to wire things the right way so that these no longer burn up on me. What'd you call it, a little pigtail you did? Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. He's a man of few words once that camera comes on. But he's also a very good BMX rider, by the way.
Man of few words.
Man of few words. He lets his riding speak. What's the name of your... he also does really cool BMX shows. If you guys are anywhere in the state of Florida, or where you go all over the country, don't you? So you can book a BMX show, and the name of your team is?
South Florida Extreme.
South Florida Extreme. You can look them up online. Go ahead and give him a Google. Josh James is the man, and he's also an electrician. So he is what I would like to call a multi-purpose human being.
Man of many talents.
That's right. He can entertain you, and he can also fix your...
I can entertain you.
And keep you in power.
On.
Yeah, exactly. So this is really cool, man. I appreciate it. It's awesome, man, when you meet people that have other talents throughout the years. You know, that's one of the things I love about BMX and bike riding is it brought me together with so many different people. My extra talent is I know how to talk about reptiles. There you go. So I think his talent may be a little bit more useful than mine, certainly in this circumstance. Hey, wait a minute. Guys, this is very exciting because our good buddy, where is he? Let's find him. I think Matt just got here. Let's see what Matt's doing. This is kind of more like a day in the life of a high-stress individual. Hey, Matt! Matt! I want to show Matt this because he's going to lose his crap when he sees what happened. Oh, he's over by his car. Okay, let's go get Matt. I started filming early. Hey, Matt! Perfect timing, bud. I'm just filling everybody in on what happened to me this morning. There he is, friends. I want to show you what's going on, dude. Check it. Look what I did.
Carrying this around all morning.
Well, here's what's crazy.
See, this was on the friend group like 2 hours ago.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, on the boyfriend text thread. So
oh damn, that's for real.
That's for real.
Yeah.
So here's what's sketchy. The next one down, my buddy Josh, who used to ride BMX, by the way.
Florida free rider.
Yeah, exactly. Florida, South Florida Extreme.
He's in good hands.
Yeah, I'm in good hands. So anyhow, what happened was the next one down was melting too.
Oh.
So he's hooking me up the right way.
Did you have a bunch of heat pads hooked up?
Yes, from last night. I just showed everybody what was going on. But basically, they're just old, the original outlets, and they're garbage. So he actually wired them in a better way. If they do fail, it won't cause them to heat up and ruin them. So we're going to get the pumps back on. We're going to get the heat going. But I just kind of walked around and checked on all the animals because it's cold.
Did you have to bring any in?
I did. Yeah, check it out. Look at this. Here, grab this.
I like this. You carrying the camera thing.
He does like it.
Nice.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
see the smile on my face?
Yeah. So anyway, friends, here's what's going on. I'm gonna just kind of hop, skip, and jump over this little stream and show Matt what's going on and show you guys. There's everybody. There's Timmy and even a curly tail that's pretty excited to be in here. And if you feel this, it's got nice
I can
heat.
feel it from here. Yeah.
Right, so these guys are gonna stay in today. Yeah, they're gonna stay in today because I just don't want to deal with having to put them away because it's gonna be cold again tonight.
It's not warming up at all today.
No, not until tomorrow afternoon. So basically these guys are gonna be in. Let's go check the back pond because that's the biggest concern I have is the turtles in the water. When we're dealing with the water turtles in the front, and the big pond in the back, because a big pond is going to take longer to lose heat because of the volume of water. It'll hold heat more. That's why crocodilians and turtles tend to go in the water at night because it holds a more steady temp. But in fact, what I think I can do, let me grab.
Who else is in here?
You see her over there?
Oh, there you are. Look at you.
She seems to be fine, just moving around.
Mrs. Kate Harkin has been making this one nice and famous.
Oh, yeah. Her name's Frida, like Frida Kahlo,
Yeah.
because of her good old unibrow that she's got of algae there.
Oh, the algae unibrow. Yeah, I can see that.
See that? That's why we call her Frida. But, yeah, she's doing good, man. So, anyway, I'm going to get a surface temp reading.
Oh, that'll work?
Yeah, 66 degrees on the surface. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit warmer the lower you get into the pond. So she seems to be okay. We don't want this to get into the 50s for long. So if it does get in the 50s, I'm going to have to go in here, grab the other fly river and her mate and get them in those blue tubs you guys saw earlier in the video with the other fly rivers. Like I said, it's just easier for me to control the temperature in that smaller volume of water. And you know what?
The tubs over there.
That's right, the blue tubs over there, and then therefore I don't have to stress out too bad. I'll also run, he's coming out. I'll also run well water into here, but because of the volume, it's 36,000 gallons to fill this pond up. So I have a dedicated well pump that puts water into here, and basically, unless the turtles are right over by that papyrus over there, you can see it right there.
Why would they go over there?
Well, that's where the output of the well is.
Okay.
So the water's coming out at 72 degrees from the ground. So it's a comfortable temperature. So if the turtles were sitting over there all night, that's great. Another thing I was thinking I can do, and I'll take any ideas, but another thing that I was thinking I can do is maybe talk to Aquascape. I know that they have large kind of they're like mesh that you can sink into the water, to separate fish. Maybe I can just place it right there by the output on cold nights, so I could just have the turtles kind of contained in the area where the water is coming out. So they're definitely going to be protected from the outflow. But if one's over here on the opposite side of the pond, that water is going to cool off by the time it reaches there. But that would be something to talk to the pond professor about. Who knows? Maybe I can actually help invent something that we can manufacture for people who keep fish and or turtles in temperatures that are just below ideal, like South Florida when it gets into the winter.
I mean, if it had a way to contain the water coming out a little bit as well as just the animals and keep the warm where you wanted it.
Where you want it.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It's just a thought. I'm open to suggestions in the comments below, guys. We're looking for any and all. Now, the good thing about having the large gators, they're endemic to this part of the world. So these guys are actually bulletproof here in South Florida. This is their range. They're doing absolutely fine. In fact, they might be climbing out right now to start basking, even though it's a little cool. Let's go down and see.
Yeah.
Let me show you guys it's so cool having large alligators
In the literal jungle.
Yeah, this is, I do have to do some yard work over here. It is winter.
This is not for effect. This is exactly what it takes to get the gators.
Let's go. Let's go over here, man. Oh, and that's why I like living here, because it's like exciting, yeah? Let's go see if we can get these guys out.
Where are they? Do you see them? I don't see them.
They're probably in the
Oh,
water.
wow. It's been a while. It is low.
Yeah, man. We haven't had much for rain, so it is happening. Dry
haven't been
season
in
is
here in a
upon
while.
us.
I saw Mackie and Nicole. Oh, there she is. I see Dale right in the middle.
Right there. There's Dale. Now, crazy thing is, Snaggletooth has been in that puddle.
In this little one.
Completely concealed. But I think because
I
of
don't
the
think
temps
so.
last night,
There's no way.
I think he's gone into the deep.
I will be amazed if he's in this little one.
Not today. I don't think he is. Hi,
I can
Dale.
see Dale.
Snaggletooth. I think he likes to stay. They're smart. They know when it gets cold, they go deeper into the mud where it's more insulated, but they're a more hardy animal. In fact, alligators are found as far north as southern Virginia here in the United States. Even southeastern Oklahoma has a small population of alligators. And we know that it gets cold there. Yeah, believe it or not. There are gators living way up in Oklahoma, but the very, very southeastern corner of the state near Arkansas. So really, really cool stuff, but I don't see snags. I'm not worried about him, but it is always good to see Snaggletooth. I love the guy. But Dale, she's our very brave female. Here she comes. Hi, Dale. She knows her name. Dale, come on, girl.
They're smart gators.
They're smart gators. These guys can do calculus too. It's really amazing. Come on. Basically, they calculate where I am and go there because it usually means they're getting fed.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
Simple math.
Simple math. Come on, kiddo. Come on, Dale. Dale, come on, girl. I know you want to come over here. Come on, Dale.
I'm surprised he is not up yet.
You know, he's been playing coy now for a while, so I don't know.
Is he behind us?
I hope not.
He's not in the brush.
No.
No.
You know, but they will be. I guarantee you these guys are going to come up and sunbathe here at some point today. I do see ripples over here. But
I see bubbles over there.
Yeah, there's some stirring going on there. Snaggletooth!
Here's Dale right here. Dale's being a good girl.
Snaggy!
I mean, I see some dirt that got turned
definitely
up.
something stirred up. All right.
Man, they know when we don't have food. They couldn't be less interested.
That's the truth.
She's
That's
just
all right
chilling.
by me.
Yep.
Well, there you go, people. That's what's been going on today. So as a reminder to you, if you are homeowners, check your outlets. Make sure you're not overloading them. Because it was, to be perfectly honest, it was very scary this morning. Sophia was scared. I was scared. Luckily, I was able to shut the breaker off immediately. I called the professionals at my local Jupiter Farms Fire Department. Shout out to those guys for coming over so early in the morning. I hope I didn't wake them up. I knew it wasn't an emergency, but just for peace of mind, I wanted to make sure that the inside of the wall didn't have any fire in it because I was still seeing wisps of smoke coming from that area. So I just wanted to be very safe because if we lost our home, our children, or any of these animals, no coming back from that. So
always better safe than sorry.
That's right, man. Always better safe than sorry. Thank you, friends. And oh, really quick, if you do have a fire on an electrical outlet, do not throw water on it. That's bad. You want to make sure you have some kind of fire extinguisher. I just thought I'd give you that tip too, because you don't want to electrocute yourself while your house burns down. All right, friends, here comes Dale. And we've checked on all the animals. You're all doing good. I will see you guys again on another video. Thanks for watching. Hope we learned something today. I know I did. Talk to you later.